All right, this is Scott on tape. His stuff right here. Yeah, very different. And I'm going to tell you my take. I'm a big REM fan. I like the Smiths better, but REM is definitely cool. I like green and all that stuff. I'm seeing a drum, a round drum, and something musical nowadays. That's what we're looking at here. This is Scott on tape stuff. I'll put, that looks something militant. This is coming out of the Vietnam era because Michael Stipe is a late boomer. Okay, this looks like some kind of blind or something you would see in military camouflage kind of thing. I don't know if Stipe was talking about that in Murmur. I have no idea what he's talking about. But this, why? Hang on, just give me a second. I knew that was going to happen. I have trouble with this remote thing right here. Let me try it again. There we go. I'm going to mute him. It's copyrighted. There we go. It's a sound that's copyrighted. Images are images. Okay, look. What I'm trying to say, hang on, just give me a second. Let me make sure this is, I put Scott on tape in a play. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, done. That is Scott on tape stuff, okay? 6 years on YouTube, blah, blah, anniversary. Congratulations, I've been on YouTube for like 10 years. Longer, I've got 12,000 posts. But look, this is interesting. That looks like militant, blind stuff. Now I'm gonna show you something. This is my play over here. That's Kitty, Kitty's asleep. I put Scott on tape in my play. This is a play. It's called Now watch. Somewhere in this play, it calls, okay, I'm having trouble speaking sometimes, sorry. Calls for Scott on tape to be in the background. Not Scott on tape himself, but the actual sound coming from the television. And you can use any of the vlogs, whatever Scott wants on the vlog. We would call him during the play or the night before, and we'd say, Scott, which one do you want to use? We'd send him an email. He'd say, use this one. And we would use it. It could be an older one, a new one, whatever. And it'd be on stage. And it would be in the background. Here's some stuff like sound. Let me see if I found it right here. Sound of audience laughing. Look at this, meow, meow, meow. This is a great play, but it'd be really tough for the actors. It's only two actors, really, Ash and Sniffles. I'm just trying to find where I put Scott on tape on this. There is a guy named Cash Gordon in it, which is like Cash Jordan. But I actually changed it to Cash Gordon. Let me see if I can find it. He's a YouTuber too. I don't even know what that is. Don't ask me what the 6011. It's pretty much finished. It's good to go now. We can do another ending. I can keep trying to end it. Eventually, Sniffles goes to Houston to work. Maybe the Alley. The Alley wanted a Tony. The reason I sound weird, John Lennon, is because these pinch my nose. See the difference? This will pinch my nose. See the difference? Pinch my nose, pinch my nose. It pinches my nose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these off this way. A little secret. I was holding my nose through a lot of the vlogs. These glasses. I need glasses. Cash Gordon. Lights change on Cash Gordon, not Cash Jordan. Don't try to fool me, okay? Cash Gordon's fiction. Scott on tape is not. So Scott on tape's stuff is not written in here. It calls for it because he's already got his music. Right? It can be the intro, it can be anything. Just like a play can call it can call upon the forces of television to be in the background. Like the I Love Lucy thing. Now we might decide eventually and freeze it and might decide, okay, we're gonna use the one he's talking about, REM. Okay, the one he's talking about, Murmur. And we'll decide on which one would work. That's what's fun about this play. As a cast, we would decide. And go, okay, let's use this Scott on tape and try it and see what it sounds like. And then like the audience, not the audience, of course the audience will be there, but the actors, the cast would make the decision. We think it should be this. And let's email Scott on Tape and see if he's okay. Look, jet noise right here. Jet noise loud. Because I live by a base. A Navy base with airplanes. Ooh, don't look at that one. Don't look at that word. It does have some... It has some words in it. I use words. I also mime, but I use words like The play has strategically throughout it. The actors would help me with this play eventually. I did add a bunch. Ooh, don't look at that word. I did add a bunch just recently. It's about Ash and Sniffles. I don't know where it would be. Y'all might have already found it because you can freeze frame and read. Edmund the cat's in it. He's sleeping right now. See, there's Edmund. He's a real cat. That's his real name. Edmund the cat. I use real names in some of my plays. I do. Sometimes I do. Arthur Miller style. Just like Arthur Miller did in A View from a Bridge. We're looking for it, Scott. I'm looking for it. Bernstein. He's in it. Yes, REM would be nice. I wanted to use David Bowie's 5 Years at the beginning. I think it would be cool. Ash breaks out a 12-string acoustic guitar. Ash is kind of a version of David Bowie. Begins playing a David Bowie-style riff or something in that nature. He sighs and sniffles, dances. So he's kind of, could look a little like David Bowie in one of the eras. They decide on which David Bowie would he be. What era of David Bowie. It's kind of pop culture play. Jet noise loud. 7 minutes. I'm never going to finish this vlog for tonight. It's a nightmare. I'm watching Scott on Tape right now, though. I'm trying to figure it. And I was like, I got to figure out, where did I put it in there? Why did I do it? What's going on? And I'm looking for it right here. Movie. Help. Funding now. We're going to find it. It's strategically put. Here is To Be Continued, or Two People and a Stray, or 5 Years. I was going to name it 5 Years. Law and Sickness was the original title. Or Guff, a play. YouTubers, a play. The Idea People, the MacGuffin. This is all red in the beginning. Look, the boomers hate it. Generation X, they love it. Editor speaking to Ash, monologue. This is To Be Continued, right? It's called UHM. The play with many titles. 2022 was a title. Many Names was a title. Somewhere in there, it talks about this Nazi. It's the Nazi guy is he's called the copyright Nazi. He comes in and tries to stop the play on the curtain rise. He's listed. These are all the dramatist persona. The Nazi, which is Mr. Copyright. Intro, Nazi. He's dressed as a Nazi. Comes in. He tries to stop the play. He's dressed as a Nazi in the beginning. Here's all the cast. Okay, we got Ash. He's the lead. We got Sniffles. She's the lead. Ash is the writer. He coughs occasionally. He's from Fort Worth. Ripped jeans. Okay. That's the word jeans. Okay. Jeans. Walmart dress shirt. Sniffles, the alcoholic. She coughs a bit more. They're coughing throughout the play at the beginning. Dustin's voice on phone. He's a real person. Mexican day worker, #1. Voiceover, real person. Mexican day worker 2. Voiceover, real person. Mr. Copyright, a Nazi. Out of time. Ash says that he is a Nazi out of time. He just feels like one. Ash is a Nazi. A time traveled. The Nazi figured it out, how to do it. They built a time machine in the 1940s. Deutschland, I watched thousands of them to go to the gas houses, be gassed. Talks about that. Gets that out of the way so we can continue on with Ash's struggle. He's kind of like a time-traveling Nazi that feels bad about what he did. He comes back, talks to Sniffles. We're going to see if we can find Scott here. I know, listen, it's supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be prolific, it's not word, prolific. It's supposed to be profound. And it uses words like this word, that word, and that. It uses bad words because the character is bad and uses bad words. It's not Mr. Rogers, okay? It's a beautiful day in Scott's neighborhood. A beautiful day to be Scott's neighbor. Wouldn't you be? No, do not be my neighbor, Scott. Don't go back to Canada. It's fine. You can. If you do and you live here, you're gonna leave like you never would believe. Too loud of airplanes. They do have a cat at a library. The cat's name is Browser. He's a real cat. We've never seen him. They got photos of him at the library in White Settlement. The White Settlement Library, Fort Worth. Looking for Scott on tape, and I can't find it. I wrote it in here. The segment where Scott on tape speaks from the television in one of his vlogs. It's just going in the back of the... It can be really anywhere. Nah, it wouldn't be this far into the play right here. This is towards the end of the play right here. It questions God, the existence of things, KFC, health insurance. People going, surely not. Needs funding so it can get on stage. It needs help. This play needs help. I need to get continued. It's in here. It calls for Scott on tape from the television. Yep, right here. Found it, Scott. Scene 51. Scott, and I spelled Scott weird. Scott on tape, it could be scat on tape, is on, he better not be a late boomer. Scat on tape is on the Samsung Flat TV. Sniffles eats a microwave pizza. We had a little maid. Oh no, we had a litter maid. Don't know if it's a litter maid or litter mate. It was 2005, give or take. I had 4 cats. The one died that year, Ginger. I think it was $100. What is this sniffle? I think it was $100. I must have been making good tips. No, I put it on my credit cards. Even if it was $100, it would still make sense. I think it was $100. I must have been making good tips. No, I put it on my credit cards. Ash. These damn pins, they work. They make money with these pins. She farts. Sniffles. Shark Tank could reinvent the litter maid. Ash. I once had a Buddha bowl cat box. All I know is you. Anyway, this is the play. This is it. Cash Gordon's in it. Did I put him in the cast list? Did I not? Yeah, I did. Cash Gordon, YouTube real estate. I gotta put him in the cast list. Because his voice counts. The voice of it counts. Let me see. I am gonna get a pin. Right over here. The voice counts. It certainly counts. So, we're gonna put him down. Right here in the Book of Life. Right between the Mexicans. Voice of Scott on tape. Now watch. Look at this word right here. Chosen episode. Or vlog. I don't know what he calls them. He's having trouble with that himself. We'll have to choose that episode. Maybe a different one every night. The voice of Scott on tape. It's about pop culture. It is a pop culture play. Got it? Pop culture play. It is called and it's written by me, aka Ash Cole. And Rob says, don't capitalize it, don't capitalize it. And I say, I gotta fucking eat. Excuse my language. I have to eat. Capitalize it.